Navigating the landscape of cybersecurity, accidental data disclosure and malware threats. Part 2, the controls. Preventing accidental data. Disclosure, comprehensive controls. Accidental data disclosure, where sensitive information is unintentionally exposed, can be just as damaging as deliberate breaches. To mitigate this risk, organizations must adopt a range of proactive measures. Here's an expanded look at these controls. 1. Employee training. Why it's important. Human error is a leading cause of accidental data disclosures. Implementation. Regular training sessions. Conduct periodic training sessions to educate employees on proper data handling practices. Emphasize the importance of vigilance, particularly when dealing with sensitive information. Simulated exercises. Use mock scenarios to illustrate common mistakes, such as sending emails to the wrong recipients or mishandling sensitive documents. Ongoing awareness. Implement continuous education through newsletters, reminders, and updates on best practices for data security. https://medium.com/cybersecurity/empowering-cyber-guardians-security-training-and-awareness-e92401488779c2. Data classification. Why it's important. Clearly identifying sensitive data helps prevent accidental sharing. Implementation. Classification policies. Develop and enforce policies that categorize data based on its sensitivity. For example, public, internal, confidential, highly confidential. Labeling. Use clear labels or markers on documents and digital files to indicate their classification. This helps employees quickly recognize the level of sensitivity. Automated tools. Implement automated tools that classify data based on content and metadata, reducing the burden on employees and increasing accuracy. https://medium.com/cyberscribers-exploring-C26039B460E83. Email filters. Why it's important. Email is a common vector for accidental data disclosure. Implementation. Advanced filtering solutions. Deploy email filtering solutions that scan outgoing emails for sensitive content. These filters can detect keywords, patterns, and attachments that may indicate the presence of sensitive information. Alert systems. Configure alerts to warn users when they are about to send sensitive data, prompting them to confirm the recipients and content. Attachment scanning. Ensure the filtering solutions also scan attachments for sensitive data, preventing accidental disclosure through file sharing. https://medium.com/cyberscribers-exploring-cybersecurity/enhancing-email-security-detonation-attachments-in-office -365-ATP-AC8BF8838724 https://medium.com/system-weakness/unveiling-the-world-of-spam-emails-a-comprehensive-B9278 https://medium.com/cyberscribers-exploring-cybersecurity/enhancing-email-security-stripping-attachments-and-empowering-users-D5D6 A77777471 Encryption. Why it's important. Encryption ensures that data remains protected even if it is accidentally disclosed. Implementation. Encryption at rest. Encrypt data stored on servers, databases, and other storage devices. Use strong encryption algorithms to ensure data security. Encryption in transit. Use secure communication protocols, for example TLS/SSL, to encrypt data during transmission over networks. This prevents interception by unauthorized parties. End-to-end encryption. For sensitive communications, implement end-to-end encryption to ensure that data is encrypted from the sender to the receiver. https://medium.com/system-weakness/navigation-the-realm-understanding-digital-rights-and-the-encryption- dance-183F90D5AC2 ahttps://medium.com/system-weakness/safeguarding. Digital conversations, understanding and implementing end-to-end encryption, DDD 268DF7D3B https://medium.com/system-weakness/demystifying data encryption, safeguarding, secrets for, confidentiality and integrity, E5C9D2FB9029-5, data loss prevention, DLP, tools. Why it's important. DLP tools monitor and prevent unauthorized data sharing. Implementation, content inspection. Use DLP tools to inspect content within emails, documents, and other data transfers. They can detect patterns indicative of sensitive data and prevent accidental sharing. Policy enforcement. Configure DLP policies to automatically block or quarantine data transfers that violate predefined rules, such as sending sensitive information outside the organization. User education. Integrate DLP tools with user interfaces to provide real-time feedback and training, helping employees understand and adhere to data handling policies. https://medium.com/system-weakness/safeguarding-sensitive-information-with-data-loss-prevention-DLP-F9D14E77B6046. Access controls. Why it's important. Limiting access to sensitive data reduces the chances of accidental disclosure. Implementation. Role-based access control, RBAC. Implement RBAC to ensure that employees only have access to the data necessary for their roles. Regularly review and update access permissions. Principle of least privilege. Enforce the principle of least privilege, granting the minimum level of access required for employees to perform their duties. Access audits. Conduct regular audits of access controls to identify and rectify any unnecessary or excessive permissions. https://medium.com/system-weakness/demystifying-access-management-im-330E293D https://medium.com/system-weakness/enhancing Cybersecurity Network, Segregation and Access Controls. Explained, 53 DC 104, C 988. Additional Measures 7, Secure File Sharing. Why it's important. Prevents accidental sharing of sensitive files through insecure channels. Implementation, secure platforms. Use secure file sharing platforms that offer encryption and access controls. Link expiry. Implement features that allow shared links to expire after a certain period, reducing the risk of prolonged access. 8. Regular reviews and updates. Why it's important. Ensures that data protection measures remain effective against evolving threats. Implementation. Policy reviews. Regularly review and update data handling and classification policies to keep up with new regulations and threats. Technological updates. Stay informed about new security technologies and implement them as necessary to enhance data protection. Conclusion. Preventing accidental data disclosure requires a multifaceted approach that includes employee training, robust data classification, advanced email filtering, encryption, DLP tools, and strict access controls. By implementing these measures, organizations can significantly reduce the risk of accidental data leaks and protect their sensitive information. Regular reviews and updates to these controls ensure that they remain effective in the face of evolving threats and organizational changes. For further reading on preventing accidental data disclosure, consider these resources: National Cybersecurity Center, NCSC, Data Handling Guidelines, SANS Institute, Data Classification Policy Template, CIS Controls, Data Protection,